the NCAA championship. It's about pursuing a new one for the #1 seed, the Florida Gators. They'll take on the 16 seed Prairie View A&M Panthers. This one moves on to face the #9 seed Iowa on Sunday in the South region. SWAC championship, but also to an upset win over Lehigh. And I say that because they held Nasir Whitlock to 5 points. He averaged 21 points.
This year, they didn't get off to a great start this season, and then were able to kind of rebuild and still.
Interesting against the team with the size of Florida.
Condon out front, crosses over, right side of the lane, goes in with a hook shot, banks it on a tough angle. It's 2-0 Florida.
Basket, moves the ball, and does a good job calling his own number as well.
Second team All-SEC selection, backdoor pass, Horn slips it underneath, ball swatted from behind. Boogie Flan has it, snaking up the floor. He was tempted by the NBA, left Arkansas, signed a huge deal with Florida to come play for the Gators, and what a difference he has been. And he slithers to the basket and lays it in.
They're plus 58 in steals on the season.
Corey Wells from 16, bounce off the back of the iron. Top size advantage for Chinyelu. Lee. There's a high-low, Chinyelu underneath. There's the double team. Can't get it. Not enough touch.
It does not rely heavily on the three, but Wells is one of their best three-point shooters.
Hal goes right to the rim, and he's fouled going up. Points per game, second team All-American, and 77% from the line. He cans the first one. And the second shot. That one's in and out. Nearly 3 minutes into this first half. Condon slams it home off the pass from Lee.
And that right there.
Panthers need a bucket. Horn, he's just the man to try to do it. In the paint, goes to the corner. Three-pointer from the edge, it's good. Well, he transferred to Kentucky. That left the door open for Flans. And Flan in the paint and around the rim and down.
They did better in the month of February, but their overall numbers are very poor.
Johnson's air ball goes out of bounds. It's down by the Panthers. Labjar took that one for Florida. Horn for three. His first shot, it's good. Williams goes up, missed the shot, partially blocked.
That was a very optimistic play by Williams.
Land going up, and he lays it in. Optimistic because there was Williams at the crossover to the corner. Wells for three. It's good around the rim.
Now you got to almost 40% from out there.
And the recipe thus far for a 16 seed beating a #1 seed has been the three-point line. That's the great equalizer.
For Florida, all their points have come in the paint so far. Horn again, another three.
Now go. And that's the key, of course, in these games, not only to make threes, but to make shots.
And again, another bucket in the paint.
Not going to win this game on the defensive end. You know, Florida's just too big.
Wells connects.
Again,
we're tied at 15.
A great equalizer.
Condon caught inside a Hauk. Just too big and skilled.
He's not one to face.
Yeah, they're playing really well at this time of the year. Prairie View coming out with a little zone, and that's a great drive by.
So Florida's obviously now pushing out. They're going to try to defend those threes.
Wells pull up Jay. He didn't hit anything. Xavier Lee, the transfer from Princeton, down low to Chinyelu, got deep off the glass.
And I understand the philosophy of staying off of Chin.
Put too much on that with Lee covering him. Now it's 5-on-4 for Florida. Lee, alley-oop, and what a jam! Air balls now. Wells missed that one. Lee quickly up the floor. Out to Chinyelu, going right up. Count the bucket. Just too big, too strong. Low post, gets it to Horn. That's a tough matchup with Condon on him. Shot clock is at 2. Dunning lets it fly off the front of the rim. Lee for three, and it's no good. Ball's tipped out of bounds.
All the time.
You sometimes challenge stuff that you maybe shouldn't challenge.
Jimmy Lou in the paint. Step to the basket. Off the glass. Good.
Too big.
Use Listerine. You do all those things. Shot clock is at 5. Wells way downtown and just forced a...
But that was Chenyolu. Switched on the perimeter, moved his feet, stayed in front of the ball.
15-0 run as Condon off the glass. NBA decided to come back to Florida. He had some things he wanted to work on. Lee back inside. Condon through a double team. Ball deflected away.
Looked like a...
On the way up by Chimulu. Running the floor. And finishing.
And right there, that's the textbook.
7'1".
And they have somebody that's 7'9" over there on the bench.
He is enormous. He either had Prairie View or Siena. He couldn't decide on the 16 seed. Zendaya, Jake episode Sundays at 9 p.m. on HBO Max. Diallo ends the run with a couple free throws.
Especially the size of Florida.
Condon trying to get position. That ball's bounced right on out of bounds. And by the way, that run by Florida, the 18-0 run, was the 5. Shot clock's at 3. Spinning.
And I think Coach Golden is...
Well, the Panthers will inbound. Tough one. Lee almost got it. Williams pull up Jay. It's good over the top of Lee. Time NCAA assist leader. Congratulations to Purdue's Braden Smith, who passed Bobby Hurley. Flan for 3, left wide open. It's good. Houck there to clean it up. Houck going right to the rim. Houck throwing it up. Oh, how about that putback? And Longton was there.
And did you see the way he ran the court that time?
And a carry is called on Horn. Floor. Lands. Pull up Jay. He's got...
No, thank you.
Well, after 4 games, I figured you'd still have enough energy to do it. Williams from the baseline. That's a sweet shot.
Now, so of course their season averages are based on all the games, but now it's very important to do that as announcers, or Tom would be in real trouble.
It makes Cronin, everybody. Wells to the baseline, spinning move, fadeaway Jay. No good. He kind of takes up the whole area under the basket against smaller guards and forwards. Three-pointer from Klabjar. It's good. 48-21, under 4 minutes to play. The Gators are flying high right now. And it'll send Flan to the free throw line.
They are top in the country in defending 2-pointers of 45%. They've held Prairie View to 2 of 16.
21, second free throw coming for Flans. He connects 50 points first half. Yep. Flans skips it cross court. Klabjar for 3. No good, but the rebound by Houck, and he's dribbled off his foot. Nope, I thought that ball may have hit Houck's leg before it went out of bounds. Klabjar in the paint, and he's fouled.
All pursue the ball. It is a long night to box out.
Well, there's a miss from the lobs. Download the Bleacher Report app now. Missed one, made one. But you got to be on your toes. Jimmy Lou wide open, off the glass.
But that's what makes March Madness so fun.
They are so active.
They really are. Down low, and Houck with the catch and the little loop in. Klabjar. Good catch by Houck. Houck going right in. He's fouled. Count the bucket. Little continuation.
On the Florida guards that they can't find the big guys.
And Houck gets a nice friendly bounce. Diallo hands the ball up to Joseph. Joseph launches a 3. No good. And Brown with the rebound. Condon just throws it up and nearly threw it away. Isaiah Brown jams it home.
You talk about
accomplished a lot, particularly in this latest run that they've put together to win the SWAC and then eventually win a game in Dayton. And the foul called against
in the first half. And so they have to attack a little bit more. Don't worry about getting your shot blocked. Attack.
Ask, right, for a 16 seed to overcome almost a 40-point win, but you have pride and you want 0-0 at halftime. You can try to beat them in the second half. If you're Florida, you want to come out and execute. You don't want to fall into bad habits going into the next round.
Dante Horn averaging over 26 a game since the middle of January. Baseline jumper for the Panthers. It's good. Dunning can.
It's defense.
From the side, it's good. Xavier Lee. Well, it's such a good backcourt with he and Flan. And then you got the bigs, some of the forwards that act as if they're point guards, as Chinyelu lost it out of bounds. For what he was able to do with Siena. They were not happy that they were a 16 seed. I don't think anybody ever is. Diallo cleans it up. There's a point in the paint. Actually,
we have a standard to uphold, and we have to continue to play and fight against this Gators team.
To the side, Hauk for three, no good. Flan will inbound along the baseline, gets it to Condon. To a cutting Lee. Sweeps it to the corner for Flan. His three, good. Splashes it home. Now Flan running the break. Corner for Xavier Lee for three. It's good. 71 Prairie View offensive players. Diallo. He falls to the floor. It's knocked out of bounds off the, I don't think. Shot clock is at 7. Wells going in. Deadens it off the back of the iron. It's fours it up. Who can't get it to go. Gets the rebound back. Hauk tried to slip it, and he does.
And that's why Florida punishes you. The possession by the Panthers, and they just throw it off the glass and go get it.
Horn throws it up, and that one goes down. He thought there was contact there. Horn's game, I mean, he goes to the free throw line more than anybody else. Some of the most attempts in the country. Huglatten. Hauk stumbles down left side of the lane. Gets caught in the paint. Goes off the glass. Just leaned his body in. Second straight year now as the #1 seed. The Gators had the 5th toughest schedule, which was
tough SEC conference night in and night out. And the teams that are battled.
He said it took us a little while to get comfy. We weren't a finished product at the beginning of the year. Horn, good movement without the basketball. Down low to Diallo, who just tipped it toward his team. But he fouls his shot, gets his rebound, leaves it for Condon. Condon throws it up, feeds the front of the rim, gets the roll. Horn working against Flan. Horn, pull up Jay, no good. Ball loose and out of bounds. Made sure that academics were on the forefront. Diallo going to the basket. Diallo cannot finish the first time or the second time. And Chinyelu. Flan leaves it down low. Good catch by Condon. Slips it to Brown. Jams it home. To the points of the paint. A dominating night. 50-6. The 6 for Prairie View in the second half. Globjar for three. It's good. 84-30. Back. Brown for three. Everybody is firing.
And this right, and a lot was on the backcourt of Flan and Lee. Those two have improved from.
But then he got hurt. And so he's sort of just now maybe rounding into the form that every.
Flan sweeps it down low. Chinyelu up off the glass, no good. And Horn is tripped up.
Dunning in the game, and they started switching everything because Dunning at 6'8" could stay in front of guards.
Yeah, and Byron Smith said
there's another basket by Dunning.
Condon up top of Lloyd. Lloyd into the paint. Lloyd sweeping it and kissing it off the glass. The freshman from Miami.
That was the problem in the SWAC was, can your big guys stay with the guards? But out here, it's can your guards stay with the big guys, and they can.
Lloyd up the floor. Chinyelu powering his way down off the glass. Continuation.
I mean, it has been a game if you're a Gators fan.
Yeah, to about 26 points per game the first few weeks of the season. His nickname is Scooter. He's had it. We said, why? He said, I don't really know. He said, but every year I'd get a new scooter.
It's too bad they didn't nickname him Sports Car.
Yeah. It would have to be a lease, wouldn't it? Lee for three again, no good. And Condon will get the rebound. Slips it inside to a trap.
The lineup.
And Lockton gives it off to Ingram. Shot clock is winding down, and he connects. They're going to 94-42. Mikic for three. A little too strong.
Double-figure score for this Panthers team.
Yeah, we never found out what high school he got his shots up on yesterday. He said he shoots 2 or 3 times a day.
Ever since then, it's been on cruise control.
Yeah, it was 15-15. 5 threes for Prairie View. It would mean 6 players, and he does. 6 players are in double figures for Florida. The rebound. And that'll be a foul on Prairie View. And it'll send Ingram to the line. Ingram converts after all the game is done. Ingram missed. Ball's tipped around. Save.
Speed him up, because I'm not sure anybody can speed up Bennett Sturts. It doesn't have an inside game to match with Florida's.
I think the depth of the front court of Florida Gators. If Big Ten can their 7-foot duo in the front court, so they're used to it.
Mikic fouled going up. And don't forget, deeper into that, I know kind of getting ahead of yourself, there could be that rematch.
Attends the University of Florida now, and both of my parents went to Iowa, so
they should
sure the
get
group
together.
chat is going to.
I'm just trying to
I'm
get
using
clear.
latitude on it, but I believe you can.
All right, well, I'll trust you on that.
National championships, and they've definitely got a target on their back.
Horn makes both free throws.
Well,
The Gators.
you know, did they have some advantages? Absolutely, but they were able to exploit them.
And Lockton is able to convert on that one.
Sometimes one play makes a difference in winning or losing.
And Lockton. And a baseline runner. That's good, too, for the Gators.
They won the SWAC tournament.
Mikic off the glass, no good, but Hen Lockton is there to slam it home.
And to add to your point, go ahead. And obviously, as you can hear from the chants, a fan favorite.
Oh, yeah.
Ollie cheers.
Ingram converts. And Lockton with the rebound. And a bank shot.
Why not?
Why not? And he feeds the rim, makes it his 11th point of the game. Ends at Prairie View as well. You know, they had a huge watch party when they knocked off Lehigh, which was not an easy. They feed it to him, up off the glass, no good. Gets his own rebound, back up and swatted away. And out of bounds. It'll remain Florida basketball. Definitely a reaction every time he touches the basketball. 1:20 to play. Mikic up top. No good. Ryu with the rebound. Slams it home. And he's got some NCAA away. Prairie View gets it back. Thomas, his three is good. Mikic is hurt, though. Puts it on the deck. Gives it off to Ingram. He converts the three. 114-51. Inside, blocked away. Here come the Panthers. Shot clock is off. Joseph alley-oop, and a slam by Mitchell with a smile on his face. Hey, if he's ever scored by Florida in a tourney game, it's the second largest margin of victory in NCAA tournament history. We'll be back for much more as Florida flexed its muscles to a first-round win.